February 14th, 2000, Valentine's Day. 9-year-old Asha Degree got out of bed, taking a book bag she had previously packed with several sets of clothes, personal items, and was never seen by her family again. Between 3:45 and 4:15 a.m., a truck driver and a motorist saw her walking along the highway, wearing a long-sleeved white t-shirt and white pants. The motorist said that he turned his car around because he thought it was strange for a small child to be out by herself at that hour. He circled 3 times and saw Degree run into the woods by the roadside and disappear. It was a rainy night, and the witness said there was a storm raging when he saw her. By 6:40 a.m., the first police officers had arrived on the scene. Police dogs called to the scene could not pick up Asha's scent. Friends, family, and neighbors canceled their plans for the day to assist police in searching the vicinity. By the day's end, no trace of Asha could be found. February 15th, one day after Asha's disappearance, candy wrappers were found in a shed along the highway, near where Asha had been seen running into the woods, along with a pencil, a green marker, and a yellow hair bow that were identified by her parents as belonging to her. Also found was a photograph of a black girl around Asha's age who was yet to be identified. A week later, the search was called off, after 9,000 man-hours had been invested in a search of the 2 to 3 mile radius of where she had last been seen. Flyers had been posted all over the area, and 300 leads had been submitted that ranged from possible sightings to tips about abandoned houses and wells where Asha might have ended up. The media attention went national. A month after Asha's disappearance, the Degree family appeared on the Montel Williams Show, America's Most Wanted, and the Oprah Winfrey Show. In August 2001, Asha's book bag and other items were discovered during a construction project off Highway 18 in Burke County, near Morganton. It was wrapped in 2 black trash bags. The FBI took it to their laboratory in Quantico, Virginia, for further analysis. Results from that testing have not been shared publicly. In February 2015, the FBI announced that FBI agents, Cleveland County Sheriff's Office, CCSO, investigators, and SBI agents were re-examining the case and re-interviewing witnesses. They also announced a reward of up to $25,000 for information leading to the arrest and conviction of the person or persons responsible for her disappearance. A community group is offering an additional $20,000 reward. The FBI announced 15 months later, in May 2016, that their reinvestigation of the case had turned up a possible new lead. They disclosed that Asha may have been seen getting into a dark green early 1970s Lincoln Continental Mark IV, or possibly a Ford Thunderbird from the same era, along Route 18, near where she was last seen later that night. It was described as having rust around its wheel wells. In November 2020, an inmate named Marcus Mellon, who had been convicted of sex crimes against children 6 years earlier, wrote a letter to the Shelby Star, claiming that Degree was murdered and he knew where to find her. 2 months later, Cleveland County Sheriff Alan Norman announced that Mellon's claims had led to another dead end. In September 2024, a search warrant was executed by the CCSO and the FBI in relation to the case. A news release from the sheriff's office said the warrant was issued based on physical evidence. No human remains were recovered, but multiple items of interest, including a green 1964 AMC Rambler, were taken from the site. The search warrant indicates that authorities believe Degree was a homicide victim and that her body has been concealed. In September 2024, police issued warrants for a property owned by a local family, the Deadmans, as a result of DNA found from a shirt that was in the backpack. A hair matched one of the daughters in the Deadman family. Police retrieved multiple items from the Deadman's property on Cherryville RD in Shelby, about 4 miles from where Asha was last seen. In February, police issued warrants for cell phones from daughters Lizzie Foster and Sarah Deadman Capel and Roy Deadman. A series of damaging text messages among family members has been published.
I am so sorry I just said all that. I am just in complete shock.
It's okay. I'm leaving school.
According to investigators, over the next day there are several messages between the daughters and another woman in reference to being approached by law enforcement regarding this case.
They think it's our shirt. It's not her shirt. Her mom said it wasn't hers. I don't remember that shirt. I'm scared, though. Dad is probably going to be a huge suspect. Can you talk? This is a nightmare. I'm like shaking and can't walk now either.
You don't need to be talking to anyone. I'm at the lawyer's office. Now they advise we should all not talk to them without representation.
This is going to get nothing but worse. I'm talking to my doctor at 5 to get something for my nerves. I'm just so worried, so worried. I mean, it's a nightmare that's going to keep getting worse. I can see nothing good happening anytime soon, and I'm an optimist. There is no way this is going to be okay.
In court records, the text messages continue with the three women expressing feelings of anxiety and not initially speaking with authorities.
What's going to happen to me since I wouldn't talk to them? I'm afraid it's going to get worse. Well, he told me it's going to.
I know, girl, I am a disaster. I think if they come at you again, you just go and be compliant. That's what I'm planning on doing.
I think so too, honestly. I mean, I want to do what Dad says.
According to court documents, authorities approached daughter L several times in an attempt for her to take a polygraph test, which she refused. Records state she also spoke on the phone with her ex-husband for more than 45 minutes, who also refused to cooperate with police. Daughter S also reportedly declined to be interviewed until a later date, documents said. Search warrant records were officially signed off on Tuesday, February 18th, 2025. Search warrants were also obtained for an Apple iPhone 11 Pro that belongs to Roy Lee Dedman and an Apple iPhone 11 that is owned by daughter S, according to court documents. The question everyone has now is, will there finally be an arrest in this case after more than 2 decades with very few answers? Queen City News reached out to the FBI's Charlotte office and the Cleveland County Sheriff's Office, who stated they have no further information to provide at this time. Police appear to think the sisters were involved in Asha's disappearance and had help from their parents. It was also revealed in February that a witness came forward who was at a party with Lizzie and Sarah, where an intoxicated and distraught Lizzie was overheard to say, "I killed Asha Degree." Her sister shushed her. This witness said he is sure of what he saw, heard. He passed a polygraph. What do you think happened to Asha Degree?